specializing music most people hate. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, Instagram, and our website. Let us share the noise with you.
Yo, this is John from Noise Dosage Media, and this episode is brought to you by Begrudgingly Benny. Interested in putting something horrific and grotesque on your next piece of merch? Benny is tucked away in the fiery depths of COVID quarantine, blasting the filthiest of old school death metal and drawing hideous creatures that he is waiting for you to adopt. Go over to Instagram and follow at BegrudginglyBenny and contact him if you would like some really weird original art for your band or label. Super professional, highly recommended. If I was in a death metal band at your age that good, I don't know what I'd do.
So do you want the full story or just want like a short kind of snippet of it?
We're going casual with this one, so make it long. I don't care.
All right. Well, so I think it started in like 6th grade. My friend TJ was in a metal band called Metal Machinations. So he wanted me to join because I played bass. I didn't have a bassist at the time. So I joined. There were 3 guitarists, and then there was me. We played for a bit. We mostly did like covers. We had a couple originals. But then I think after a certain amount of time, our original 2 guitarists, Zach and Mikey, decided to leave because they wanted to go in a more progressive direction with the band, and we wanted to play like death metal.
Straightforward, like death metal, man.
So they left. I handled vocal duties. Will handled the highs. I handled the lows. Wrote a couple songs. We put them out, and here we are.
There we are. Yeah, I noticed one video you had 3 guitar players, right?
Yeah. That was Zach, Mikey, and TJ.
Holy crap, man. Now do you do, I don't know. Do you do a lot of like melodies and stuff live?
Yeah, sometimes we do like melodies in our songs, but that's handled because TJ, our guitarist, he has like a whammy pedal and just puts it on the melody part.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now, I got to hear like your influences.
Let's see. Right now, I'd say Mortician's my biggest influence. It's just, I know that's like the standard issue kind of answer, but like, just something about how inhuman like it sounds with the guitars and like the plasticky sounding drums. It's awesome. It sounds like a horror movie.
Right. And I think the coolest thing with sounding like a horror movie is like, I just reached out to a band today called Undergang.
Oh,
You know
I love
them, right?
Undergang. Yeah.
So they're filming a video for a freaking interview, and like, dude, their artwork is just so gross. It's disgusting.
I know, but it's amazing at the same time.
I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he brings up Devourment. I was gonna say,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
right off the bat. Are you guys like, what tuning are you guys in?
We play in A standard. But
Really?
from time to time we play in drop G. We have a couple songs that we're writing in drop G.
That's badass. Yeah, I play in G, and I'm like, that's got to be familiar because like, to achieve that tone, you can't be in like fucking standard.
Yeah, just like there's a lot of bass in the sound from how low it is, so
Right.
it definitely has a certain tone.
Now, what are you guys up to right now?
Right now let's see, we're working on a full length actually. We have, I think every song is actually written instrumentally. Right now we're just working on the lyrics, and I'm trying to handle more of the lyric duties because on our EP, Fester, actually Will wrote most of the lyrics. I wrote lyrics for one song, and then everything else, Necrobirth, Manipulative Parasitism, and Fester, that was all Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you enjoy writing lyrics, or is like?
Yeah, no, I love writing lyrics. I've been trying to get better at it, I guess, and with the full length, I've been trying to strengthen my abilities with that, I guess.
There you go. Now, anytime I bring up the question about full lengths or EPs, there's this long pause because, like, I ask, what is worth the LP versus the freaking smaller album? Because you have the time frame in between the release.
Yeah.
How did you make that decision? Like, do you want quality over quantity, or
Yeah, definitely quality over quantity. With the EP, we were on a very tight budget. We recorded it in my basement with like electronic drums and uh I think amp sims, which
doesn't
I
sound like electronic drums, dude?
I know, and that's all our producer Maximo. He did an amazing job with the mix, making it sound like real and beefy. Um, but with the LP, we're throwing around the idea of recording it analog.
Nice.
Um, yeah, with the budget we have, we're probably gonna record in like an actual studio. Will brings up it was only in $180 to mix and master the
That,
whole
that
thing.
that's not bad, dude.
I know.
I let me tell you one thing. Around here, it's 280 for 8 hours.
Ah, yeah, that's
So it's it's pricey.
yeah.
But now with this full length, are you going to be like, how are you going to be uh, differentiating the older material versus like the new stuff? What are you trying to incorporate new?
Uh, so for me, I wrote there's 9 songs on the album. I wrote 7 of them instrumentally, and I tried to incorporate, I guess, a lot of groove. I guess I feel like that's real.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like that's really important in like modern death metal. Something you can really like bob your head along to
You
and
got to
sing.
bob it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
Um yeah, bobbing is a necessity.
absolutely.
So do you do a lot of like self-production at home?
Yeah. I have a couple projects that I like to record for. I've been trying to get into like music production because I feel like that'd be a really valuable skill to have in a death metal band.
Right. Yeah. Stop paying people, man. Do it
Exactly.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's definitely it's a battle. It's like
Yeah.
you have to constantly release material, but at the same time not go broke.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. It's definitely a difficult scene to try to work in.
I just saw a comment about plugging your merch because you're broke, and
Oh.
that I gotta admit that's common, man.
Yeah. If you really want to see that, we have 2 shirts that we released today. One's uh,
Alex Dirtbag Alex, man.
yeah. uh, yeah. We put up pre-orders for 2 shirts. One has like the album artwork on it. The other has a monkey on it. We like monkeys here at
Dude,
Wretched
yeah,
Inferno
I
Camp.
noticed that. Like, what the hell? It was like monkey riffs or something.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. You want me to tell you about that?
yeah. I want to hear like how that came about.
All right. Um, so it started. We had this video. TJ runs this account called Maggot Stomp Irony, and it's like a meme page. And for whatever reason, he decided to put a video of us practicing a new song called Brutalized up there. And just tag Scott and say like, oh, we're kids, we play death metal, kind of being a douche about it, Uh someone commented, it was I think the Instagram is a baby killer or less. They commented something like, I can hear the primitiveness in this and it's promising. And he goes, this is past caveman riffs, these are monkey riffs.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah,
You
and we
gotta,
just kind of embrace that. That's our thing now.
dude. I think it's the funniest thing where bands like come up with new genre names, and that it actually takes off. Like people go with it.
Oh, definitely. I think it's really important for a band to have like some sort of branding for them, something people will remember. And I think the
Right.
whole
Right.
monkey thing is definitely something that people are going to remember.
Right. I was talking to Sangwa Surgabog, if I pronounce it right,
No, I think that's right.
about that. And
Yeah.
I basically just said, "Hey man, like what do you think like being on Magastomp it's pretty fucking sick nowadays. Like that's the label to be on, right?
I know for a while we were
Um
trying to get on Maggot Stomp.
dude, you're going to get on it, man. But
Yeah.
I just said to him like, how do you think like the media like grabbed onto it? Why do everybody like just freaking go at you. Buy everything that you have. You know what I mean? And he's just like the theme. Like everything about us, like we have to have a lyrical theme, like image and everything. And that's so important in death metal nowadays.
Yeah, definitely
But
branding is a huge thing for everything, I guess.
right. What what is he saying? Maggot stomp sigh.
He's trying to say sign us. We sent them an email. We sent them Fester. They never responded.
It's all right. It's all
Yeah.
right. Maggot Stomp is tough. I tried to email him about something. They just didn't even respond.
Yeah. And
So
I don't blame him. We're a bunch of kids. So
nah, man, dude. If I okay, I wrote really crappy music when I was younger. How old are you guys?
we're all 16.
Yeah, 16, man. You're already bypassing almost 75% of the metal scene.
Well, thank
So
you. That's flattering.
so the one thing I've been asking recently is what piece of merch do you think is making a big comeback?
Oh, that's a good question. uh well, it depends, I guess, what type of media you're talking about. For like shirts
I'm
and
talking
like
about like I've been saying cassettes. Cassettes have
oh
been coming back.
no, yeah,
Um,
definitely cassettes. They're a huge thing. I've been trying to collect cassettes recently. Um I started my collection a while ago. I think because of Maggot Stomp, actually.
yeah.
Yeah. Um Actually, no, it started because I won this giveaway that Death Drive 90.5 did. And they had a bunch of fluid stuff. It was like cassettes, flexis, and I was the big winner. So I won, I think, Ignorance Exalted, and I won Fluids of Death. And this is my favorite cassette by far because it's just. I'm just gonna go on a tangent about cassettes now because they're just, but it's like
Yeah.
packaged like a
See.
yeah, it's packaged like a VHS. It's got this like O card on it. It's got the track listing on the back, and like you open it up, you look at the cassette. It's like a VHS. It's even got like the Be Kind rewind thing. I don't know. There's
Right.
something about cassettes that I just love. I always love
So
physical media.
the winners cassettes. I've been buying vinyl a lot recently.
Yeah, I have a small vinyl collection that I started. I think when I was 12. I had like Johnny Cash or something.
So I gotta ask you,
Yeah.
what took you in the realm of like extreme death metal?
Oh, that's a good question. Uh, I think pretty much started where everyone else started. Sitting in the car with my dad, driving out to
Your
like.
dad.
Yeah. Well, he didn't.
That's sick.
See, he doesn't listen like extreme metal, but like when I was really young, he would play like Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, and stuff. And I think the song that really got me into like heavy metal was Fairies Wear Boots, and it's just so groovy and like you can like dance to it. I
Right.
listened to it, I was
Right.
like, wow, I want to be able to do this someday. And then it just
Yeah.
evolved into, uh, you know, caveman shit.
Caveman shit all
Yeah.
the way. So were you doing deep web searching one day and obviously your dad doesn't listen to this, or does he?
Uh, no, he sticks to like Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, the classic stuff.
So did you get in like a rabbit hole on YouTube or like
Yeah, it's funny. I think a big part of it was TJ actually. In 6th grade, I was in the same math class as him, and he was the metal guy in the class, and I was like, wow, you listen to cool music. What's this band? And it's like AC/DC or something. So I go into this rabbit hole listening to like AC/DC, then Metallica, then like Death, then pretty soon I'm listening to like Gutalax or something.
yeah, and that's what I mean. I'm like, holy shit, man! Like you got into it quick.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
I got into it all like the extreme stuff maybe 3 years ago. So
Really.
it took me a long time, but yeah. So how do you so when I was like your age trying to find bandmates and stuff, like how did you come across like the members in your band?
So, it was in the same math class actually. TJ said he was in this band called Metal Machinations, and they needed a bassist, so I joined. It was part of this I don't want to say organization, but it was this thing called the Real School of Music, and it was like they get kids
TJ.
together. He's like, no, don't talk about this. But yeah, the real school. It's like this organization that like gets kids together to play music, and we were one.
Right. I was put into like it was called like school rock through
Yeah.
I had guitar lessons and stuff. It was like a summer program.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
No, I'm definitely not the only. I took guitar lessons for a while, but like my parents didn't want me to. Not because like they didn't want me playing guitar, but just because the teacher was like really sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my teacher was like a blues guy. And anytime I was like, "Hey man, I'm trying to play some heavy stuff." He's like, "No, I've been teaching Metallica for the last couple weeks, man. I'm done with it."
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
The first guy I took lessons with was pretty cool. He was really into like, classic hard rock, like Guns N' Roses and stuff. And I think he really liked me. I didn't think he was that sketchy, but like my parents are super overprotective. They're like, okay, we're gonna stop this. We're gonna go somewhere else.
so what do they think of your music right now then?
My dad, well, my dad's super supportive, and I gotta thank him for that. He's like putting up flyers everywhere. He's like, listen to my son's band. He sent it to
that's badass.
Yeah, he sent it to Sirius XM. I don't think they're gonna look at his email, but like, still, it's a kind gesture.
That would be sick.
Yeah,
That would be a day in the life because Sirius XM like they don't.
I know. It's crazy that like right now I'm 16. This is like my biggest dream, being like a big rock star or something, and it's like hard to manage everything right now. But I'm getting used to being famous. I don't want to say famous, but like popular.
Right. Trying to grind, as a
Yeah.
musician would say.
But yeah, my dad's super supportive. My mom, on the other hand, I remember I showed her a demo of a song we were working on, and she said it wanted to. All right, sorry, my brain's going a little mushy.
Puke.
She said it made her want to kill herself in front of my aunt. So, but like that was years ago. She's like, she understands this is my passion. And she's like, you do you. Stop. I don't like the screaming, but like whatever.
Right. Yeah, my sister walked in. She always does this, man. Anytime I listen to music, she's like, "Turn that shit off."
Yeah, it's definitely annoying when I'm playing guitar and my mom storms up here and bangs on my door and just yells. I don't know what she's saying, but I know it's like, turn that shit down.
She's like, just keep playing. Just keep playing. I enjoy it.
Exactly.
That's funny, man. So, what are like the next steps for this band? Like, you said the full length. I know you just dropped like a music video.
Yeah, that was just a little something TJ put together with like horror movie clips and then us playing. Right now, we're just working on the album, I guess. Lyrically, and then we're gonna try to find a place to record. I don't know. We're still working, I guess. We're trying to get all this is done as soon as possible so we can just, I don't know, bask in the glory of being a band or something.
Right. Yeah, I feel like the first LP, like any death metal band that has made a movement, always goes back to the number one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
So it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But all right. So you said Maggot Stomp, right?
Yeah.
What else labels like do you check into a lot?
Well, I like to check it to Sewer Rot. They're I like to think of it as
Sewer Rot from
yeah,
California?
they're like Maggot Stomp Jr.
Dude, yeah, I just hooked up with them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like representing their artists and stuff. It's gonna be
Oh, really?
sweet.
That's awesome.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, Sewer Rot, fucking amazing label. Listening to Reeking a lot. They're like really good autopsy inspired death doom. Desert Wastelands. That's where I got the Fluids of Death cassette. They put out some awesome bands. And of course I have to plug my, the label I'm on, Frozen Screams. John he signed some amazing bands,
Right, for sure. I think it's cool, man. Like, I wish I could be on, like, even if it was a label that had like 3 bands on it, like just to have that, recognition.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. Dropping an album with no support at all is like hell.
I
Like,
know. Hey, remember? Hold on, sorry. One of my friend Mike. Remember that time I babysat you at an obituary show, Mr. Rockstar? That was a fun
Mr.
show though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, 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 okay. When I used to, I mean, I was playing shows like not 16, but like, do you guys host your own shows? Like, how do you guys go about that? Because venues are probably strict.
Yeah. So how it worked before is we played at the real school. They had this thing called Metal Night where they got the 3 metal bands that they had
Oh, that's
and just
sick.
got them to play together. So we did that. I think we mostly did covers because this is when we were just starting out. And then I don't really. So see, Will usually handles all like the that kind of stuff, like reaching out to venues and talking to them. But I think we talked to the guys at Ralph's Diner in Worcester, and we played there. And then the last show we played at I forget what it was called. It doesn't matter, but it was like a real school thing,
Right,
so they just
right.
got us to play there.
That's freaking sick, man. Like, I think the coolest thing that you guys could do is start doing house shows, man.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I've never had so much. My best show I've ever been at was at like a really crappy venue in downtown Buffalo in a freaking basement.
yeah. We did do a couple. We did like one show in our old guitarist's garage. Uh, it was us, Obliviation, and Repercussion. Those like the 2 other real school bands. We fucking love those guys. But yeah, it was probably the most fun I've ever had at a show because it just like it was like a really you kind of do it yourself atmosphere. It was like this is our place. We can do whatever we want. So that's we had a lot of fun there.
Right. I see a lot of comments about the basement, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
play a house show in my shitty gross basement.
dude, with COVID, man, you can start doing a basement tour.
Yeah, we've been doing live stream shows just to show people what we've been working on. And obviously they're not as fun as like actual shows, but you know, there's
It's got to be
something.
something, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to bring up something kind of funny. Like, I was looking at your older stuff, and
Oh no.
all of a sudden, like, no, your older stuff was a little bit like, it was like laid back death metal, right? And
Yeah.
like the newer stuff is like, oh my God, like in your face heavy. Like,
Yeah.
when did that change like happen? Like, did you guys start listening to heavier music, or like what like happened?
Yeah. So we had a lot of conflict in the band because Zach and Mike, well, mainly Zach, he wanted to move into a more progressive direction with the band. So me and Will started a separate band just to like, pretty much just to protest and say, "Fuck you," we want to do what we want. And then they left, and we're like, "Hey, we can do this in this band now." Uh, but yeah, we just started.
Now is that when the Prague guys?
Yeah, Zach and Mikey. I think one time they said they just don't like death metal anymore, and that's when I knew, like, that's it.
Cash it in, see you later, 3-piece, man.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't kick them out; they left themselves, and I don't have any bad blood against them. I still talk to them. They're
Dude, Necrot's a 3-piece and they kill it, man.
right. I fucking love Necrot. Their shit's
It's
amazing.
dude, you don't even well, more people, the more effort,
Exactly. Yeah,
more stress,
and
man.
we had having 3 guitarists. I mean, it's too much.
Dude, when I saw that video, I'm like, whoa, like that's a lot of equipment and a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Uh, it's funny. I know Zach was using like I think it was like a EVH and like some sort of 4x12, and I just had my shitty combo amp. I was like, I'm here. I'm playing bass.
Dude, but the thing is, you're a bass player, but the lead vocalist. That's the difference between you and a lot of people.
Yeah, like I think Zach did the vocals before, and then I kind of eased into it. I was like, I think we did a cover of a death song. We did "Scavenger of Human Sorrow," and I wanted to do vocals on that, so I did some like really shitty thrash vocals, and then it just evolved into like death metal type vocals, and here I am today. I became the main vocalist.
Dude, don't grow out of that. I'm telling you, man. I feel like I don't know.
No,
I
I
wish
know
I
what
could
you
be a
mean.
front man. I wish I could be a front man, but no way in hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention on you, so that's something you got to adjust to. Um, but I'm used to kind of being in front of the stage, and like most of my middle school life, I was like in drama, so my parents made me do that. I hated every second of it, but it gave me the confidence to be on
Right.
stage.
Right.
So I think that's really helped me with my live performance.
Exactly. Now, here's something for you.
Oh boy,
Top four death metal bands. So we got the big four of thrash, right?
yeah.
How about the big four of death metal that they don't speak
Oh
of?
my God, you can't do this to me, man.
Oh, this is when I make you think, man.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. Uh, let's see.
I
Oh,
go
that's
monkey
such
on
a hard question.
stage.
Uh, my all-time favorite death metal band will always be Obituary. Well, if we're talking like old school death metal, like 90s, 80s shit, Obituary is probably at the top. They just have this like unique style, unique guitar tone, and I love John's vocals. They're just amazing to me. It's like so nasally and like gross. I can imagine some sort of like big slimy monster emerging from his grave and just singing. Um, I guess second would be Death. Uh,
Hell yeah.
yeah, they're just super influential to me.
Which album? Which album is
Leprosy,
your favorite?
Leprosy for
That
sure.
was that dude. That was quick.
I've always liked Leprosy. I love the production on it. Like the guitars are just so thick and like I don't know I don't want to say overbearing, but like overpowering. But it still
Right.
allows room for
Right.
everything else. And then Chuck's vocals are a huge influence for my vocal style, I guess. Mainly on like
Dude,
Scream
Chuck
Bloody Gore, but still.
Chuck is so good. I could just imagine if that band was still like a thing.
Oh
Like
God, I wish. Um,
dude, I could just imagine.
and then three because Will won't shut up about it. Morbid Angel. Uh, I fucking love Covenant. Uh, Steve Tucker's a fucking amazing vocalist. Although I feel like I got to listen to them more. I've
Right.
only really listened to Altars of Madness and Covenant and a little bit of Domination. So
I will tell you that they are kick ass live, dude.
yeah, one of my all time goals in life is to is to see Morbid Angel because I'm sure they put some amazing shows. And TJ's talking about Human because
Dude, TJ, what's TJ doing?
he's complaining as he usually does.
Tell TJ I'm gonna talk to him for 10 minutes after you're done.
Yeah, he's gonna have a
Tell
word
him,
with you.
yeah, I'm gonna have a word with you, buddy.
Yeah, stay a bit after the interview. He's gonna talk to you about a little something.
Yeah, all right. So death,
Yeah,
that's sick.
Obituary, Death, Morbid Angel, and fuck it, I'll just say Massacre. Um,
Massacre. Wow. Okay.
yeah, I always thought Massacre, their album From Beyond, I always thought it was the poor man's Leprosy, but like I kind of like that kind of style. And Cam Lee's
Dude,
vocals,
they got the like tone. Like
I know.
when you say metal zone tone, that is Massacre. I
I know.
love
The
it.
one thing I will say is I don't like how their guitar tone on From Beyond is like super compressed, but
Yeah.
I can forgive that when you just get lost in the music.
Right.
It sounds pretty good. And Cam Lee's vocals, they're like the super low guttural shit. I think they're like my favorite vocals in death metal, despite the fact that Cam Lee's kind of an asshole.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm starting this new series, not with this, but on YouTube, where basically I haven't told anybody yet, but I'm
Oh,
reaching out to guitar players and bass players, and they're showing off like their guitars and stuff. So you're gonna do that maybe if you want to.
oh no, I totally be down. It's kind of like a rig
Fro-
rundown type thing.
Frozen Soul, he's doing it. I don't know if he's still here, but
Oh, really? That's sick. I'd be really happy to join in on that.
I got a whole bunch of people lined up, but to be announced.
All right.
All right, TJ. Let's talk to TJ, man. Pop
uh,
out of here and then let me talk to him for 2 seconds.
all right, we'll do.
Hey, it was nice talking to you, man.
You too. I'm really glad this is my first interview. I'm glad I got to do it over here.
Nah, you're good, man. It's
Well,
fucking sick.
yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Hey, it was last minute, but
Yeah,
That's
hey,
how
it worked
happens,
out pretty
man.
well.
Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna upload this recording onto Spotify so people can listen to it and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah, that sounds
I'll
awesome.
shoot you a link and send TJ here.
Yeah, I'll get him on.